let's check that video one more time. Wait a second.
Oh, I see a discrepancy.
You saw it, right?
Okay, look at the far left locker, right? You see nothing, right?
Yeah, so the far left at the very start.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very end. Top one. Now look at the far locker.
Oh yeah, there's something in it.
Okay, we can press them on that.
Oh, wait. I meant to press, not percent. My bad.
Whoopsie.
Whoops.
Ow.
What do you mean by that? Want to tap into this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. If you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. I shall!
Fast forward.
I'm fast forwarding as fast as I can.
I know, man, I know. Right.
The music doesn't help.
It's right there.
Bring your attention back to the security camera. It's a mistake, I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video! Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Whoa-ha-ha-ha! Well then, let's rewind the video a bit. Come on, we gotta have a faster way to rewind this video.
No kidding.
It's an old VHS player.
No, those are a lot faster.
Beta player?
It's gone!
It's gone.
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it just suddenly appeared.
There's only one explanation. He needed a tissue.
He needed tissue.
You were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. You opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
You need
Yeah.
your fingerprint to open it.
The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. Not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why's everybody
can't
staring
get
at me
into
like I'm
yours.
one man? Because you're an idiot. He really doesn't know.
Oh boy.
I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker? Now prove it. Okay. Fingerprint sensor. We talked about this earlier today. Locker can only be opened by the detective they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoes did mention something about this.
He's not acting dumb. He is dumb.
In any case, the lockers aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Don't let this man in with jerky! I only got 1 word for you, partner. No!
Jesus Christ.
I think that was the
Put the
most
fan
dramatic.
under his poncho.
I think that's one of the most dramatic ones we've had yet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Who put the fan under his poncho?
If this is a joke, it's the worst joke I've ever heard. I assure you, it's no joke, Officer Marshall. So then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Or please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor
God damn
plans.
it, my landlord's doing his hoovering.
What? Oh, your landlord.
Can you pick up on that?
No, we can't. We actually can't hear
Okay.
it.
Okay, let me know.
Say
if
hi to
you
your
can,
landlord
and
for us.
I will.
There's no place for somebody to hide in the evidence room. Yeah, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
Where's Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
There's only one place.
He's the killer! Wait, no, he didn't kill anybody.
Officer Marshall was standing right here.
That's where the victim Detective Goodman was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall.
Oh,
But
boy.
you dressed up like Detective Goodman. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. And how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins wouldn't have realized the man was Detective Goodman. You have anything to say for yourself, Officer Marshall? Got quite an imagination, partner. Got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Can someone confiscate his jerky?
Circumstantial evidence? You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed as the victim. Jesus.
Oh, God's sake, have your baby, you don't see me
Complain.
complaining. Wow, shaming the beard.
Hawker would like to have some words with you, sir.
Yes.
Hawker and Kaiser would. And Elliot, too. They would all like to have a word with you, sir.
Forget them. I think Gimli from Lord of the Rings would also like to have a word.
Yeah, we don't. There's gotta be something we can do. Oh? Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. Sir, we saved your ass!
Return to the basics.
That would be what
That
Mia
would be
used
what
to tell
Mia
me.
used to-
Try thinking outside the box.
Hi!
Hi, Raptor!
Bye, Raptor.
I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
What do you mean?
There's no reason
There's
for
no
Officer
reason.
Marshall to look in his locker at the time of the crime. Yeah, he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it had been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. The crime was committed. He opened his own locker for some unknown reason. To stash the outfit!
A trench coat.
Or to put the clothes inside. Then some. This video is my only shot. Had to open his locker.
Your Honor, you're asking us to prove he's dumb.
Right, there he is. And then... Wait a second! Hold on!
Hmm?
The bloodstain.
Yeah, the bloodstain on his shoulder.
He's blood!
Which also, can I say that, like, it's very well timed with the flag to cover up his face. Because even with, like, even with slashing the Meekin's hand, I don't think it would have caused that much blood so quickly.
Yeah. Percent!
Yeah, just a discrepancy of the, of the game.
For some reason, you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman and enter the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled the knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. Hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we? Tell the court what you did, all of it. Alright, seems the time has come.
It's time to tell everybody. I'm gay.
So you're dating a woman. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in that evidence room at 5:15. The supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing I don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. Way too much blood for such a small donation.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do it that day.
Couldn't let what die? When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to add, partner? SO9 incident. 2 years have passed since the case was closed.
A lot of things seem to lead back to that.
None if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only the case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone said, partner. That case is mine. Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of them, but he was a detective on it. That day was my last chance. That's why Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Detective Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card? Stole that the morning of the incident. That really was why Goodman started filling out the lost items report. I returned his ID card, left it on the floor of the prosecutor's office parking lot. So that's where we found it. Essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprints activated lock, of course. matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open the locker yourself. But we could with the rubber glove.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins, so I knocked him out. I took him out. Pulled the knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off. Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. Didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. He's a 1 in a million type person. Yes, he is.
That's certainly one way to describe him.
I have to think a little more about his race this year. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? Real. Anyway,
No
he threw
kidding.
himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? That...
So you not only knocked out Officer Meekins, but the one you're shaving with is the one you cut him with.
So you did your research beforehand. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tapes is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. Open my locker and stash it in there. What's our Officer Meekins doing the whole time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So you're saying is on that day, wasn't any murder in the evidence. So the only murder happened in the parking lot. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on the tape is me. I'm not dead yet, partner. They stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. It's still missing, Your Honor.
Huh.
Dun dun dun! Stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one more thing? That way, partner. It's free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Thank you! More people need to understand that. It's a free country,
minute.
but you are free of
Wait a minute.
consequences.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking here. I know that's a hard thing to accept, but I'm thinking here.
Editor,
Who
put
did
the
we get
brain blast beam.
Who did we get the glove from? Like, where did we get it from?
We got it from the evidence locker.
Specifically from that locker? Like,
Yeah,
from
because
the-
it was
from that room?
blocking. It was blocking the sensor, so it couldn't fully close. So that's how Marshall was able to open it.
Okay, so that was the only thing left behind.
Well, that and the vase, I think, but I don't know if the vase was part of the SO9 incident.
Check the tag on it. I think it does have.
Does it have a tag on it? It does not have a tag
Okay,
on
maybe,
it.
maybe not.
Rotate it around.
It's missing a piece still, though.
The tag might
Yeah,
be
it's
on the other
missing the
handle
little hand.
then.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
missing. Yeah, it is missing a other handle.
Maybe it just can't be put back together because the pieces are so tiny on that particular part.
Well, no, the pieces were missing. We didn't find them.
Hmm.
Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense. For so over, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are even a valid solution!
In this economy?
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. I can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why? Because
one of your
you
family
were
members was
involved
part
in
of
it, and so was some kind of family member.
Mm.
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. It's like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. in a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. You related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prospector award you've got. Prosecutor? Must be talking about the king prosecutor. Yeah, I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the Decil 90 case before I did. That's right. Killed. Case fell into your hands. Well, what's his relation to you? He was my brother.